Julia, Mayorga, as I live and breathe, there you be.
Hi.
Hi. Uh, First of all, congratulations on being part of this great show. Talk to
Thank
me a little bit about your character and how she's involved with everybody.
Yeah. Lee is for the first season, we see her in New York. She's married, she's a law student. And she's kind of the one person that got away from this town, Buell in Pennsylvania. Her brother Isaac and her ex-boyfriend Billy were involved in a murder. Um, so she comes back trying to figure out what is happening because her brother goes missing and her disabled father is left alone at home, who's Henry, played by Bill Camp.
She's an amazing character to take on. I mean, for an actress, uh,
Yeah.
the writers really take care of her.
Hmm.
Do you enjoy, playing a role? First of all, is she similar to you? Do you find similarities, or is she completely different than you?
I think I have to find the similarities in a character in order to play her. I need to know this is how I would do this and what the ways that she's different. So I think both have to exist for me. I need to be able to relate. I can't just draw from like, well, she's nothing like me. I have to find that's the in is like, okay, this is how she's like me and this is how she's not. But I do think we have a few similarities.
Does music play a part in developing characters for you? I mean, do you hear rhythms and cadences in how she speaks and moves?
It's so funny that you said yes, and strangely, it does how she speaks and also actually music. I create like a playlist for the character. I'm like, I think this is what she would be into, just so I can kind of get in like the headspace. It might not be music I'm into, but I'm like, I kind of have a feeling that this is what she likes.
It's interesting how that you can relate to a character a little better by doing that. Sometimes it's costuming, and sometimes it's the sets that you're in. But
All of that helps.
yeah, music in your head though really kind of informs your character.
Mhm.
Do you enjoy being in a television series? I know you're going to have to say yes, but do you enjoy it over being on live performances and things like that?
Well, I haven't been in any live performance, so I can't really. The only live performances I've had are like in school,
Mhm.
um, which are fun, which are, I think each has their own. I would love to do theater. And I went to a conservatory that we did put up a lot of plays. So I know the feeling, and I know the feeling now because of the TV show, and they both have their own good qualities. So I don't know if I can compare both, but I love both because we get to tell stories and we get to
Let
share.
me make a few calls to some Broadway producers, and we'll get you in. Don't worry.
Yeah, what let's
Yeah. Um,
where are
and
they?
your scene partners in this are amazing. I mean, you're working with some of the top talent, around and forever. Uh,
Mhm.
Talk to me a little bit about that. Is every day on the set an education for you?
Yes, of course. I think we have Jeff Daniels, we have Maura Tierney, we had Bill Camp for the first. I mean, it's a dream, and also you have to show up. You have to show up and do the work as well. I couldn't have chose a better like school. Right before this project, I was doing school in New York. I was in a conservatory, and then I jumped into this, and I'm like, oh, this is like the second part of this is my conservatory. I'm learning, and I'm learning by doing. I'm learning. I'm sitting in on scenes that I'm not even in just to watch these people work, the seasoned veterans who have been doing it for years and work differently.
Do you have a hope to sit behind the set and direct someday, produce?
I do. I do. I have an idea of something I'd like to direct, but I think that's a little later. I think I want to focus for now on
I want,
the.
I want it today. I want you to be out there directing.
Mm.
Um, it's a brilliant series, and it's a godsend to be part of it. What do you think audiences are going to take away from watching the new season?
I hope they get answers from the first season that we left off on cliffhangers and so many unanswered questions. I hope they get answers and then get more mystery. I hope they're entertained, but I hope they can also relate in certain ways to our characters. I know we're a little crazy, but I hope they can relate and connect with us and enjoy the ride.
It's a fun ride.
Yeah.
Julia, it's a pleasure to talk to you. I think you're a brilliant actress, and I think you're in the right business.
Thank you. Thank you so much for your time.
You take care. Bye bye.
Bye.